Today we are back doing a Yungblood reaction. This is also a Patreon request from Sparkly Unicorn. And today Yungblood is doing a Verve song. And that Verve song is probably one of their most iconic songs that they have brought out of Urban Hymns. I know quite a lot about the Verve, especially on the Urban Hymns album, as that was my like growing up music, if you like, Oasis, the Verve, etc. Anyway, this is a live lounge. Is it live lounge? Yeah, it's a live lounge version of Bittersweet Symphony by Yungblood. Also, if this is the first time being here, then don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It supports me, it supports the channel, and I do appreciate it very, very much. Right, well, this is going to be interesting. And Yungblood and the Verve are two very, very different artists. Let's get into it, man.
Cause it's a bittersweet
Okay.
symphony that's life.
What's the interesting vocal from Yungblood there?
Trying to make ends meet. You're a slave to money, then you die.
That's a fact.
I'll take you down the only road I've ever been down.
Oh, this is a good cover.
You know, the one that takes you to the places where all the things meet, yeah.
But there's no change.
No change, I can change, I can change, I can change. But I'm here in my mold, I am here in my mold. But I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mold, no, 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 no.
I'm not going to mime anymore. I know all the words to the song. Obviously, Bittersweet Symphony was around, and like I say, it was in my lane of music at the time. Yungblood's keeping this very, very intimate. There's no like massive instrumentation in the background like the original song's got the violins, aren't they? That's why I'm doing that. But yeah, obviously Richard Ashcroft's message that he is getting across here is about the working man, the people who work to get the money because they need money to survive. You're a slave to it, etc. Do you know what I mean? But Richard Ashcroft's also saying here that he is stuck in his mold, as in he can't change what he is. Do you know what I mean? And I get that. I get it. Especially being growing up like in the how old is he? Richard Ashcroft? He's about 50, 53, 54, something like that, isn't he? So he's a bit older than me. So he'd been growing up like 70s, 80s.
From one day to the next, I can't change my mold. No, 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 no.
Where are we going with this? There's the iconic riff with the iconic drums. Wow, this is brilliant.
Well, I've never prayed, but tonight I'm on my knees, yeah.
I like that guitar.
I need to hear some sounds that recognize the pain in me, yeah.
I can't help it.
I let the melody shine, let it cleanse my mind. I feel free now.
Let the melody shine, cleanse my mind. You know, the music, it's all about the music. It's all about the music with Richard Ashcroft. This guy is a really, really good entertainer. And, you know, some of the songs that he brings out are quite slow and sound a bit dreary and depressive sort of thing. But Bittersweet Symphony is quite upbeat, but also there's like a very real message in the backbone of this song. And I like the fact that he's pointing out, you know what I mean? He's basically talking about life growing up in England, man.
My mind, I feel free now.
This is an absolute anthem, this.
But the airways are clean, and there's nobody singing but me now. Yeah, no change, I can change, I can change, I can change. But I'm here
In my mold.
I am here in my mold. But I'm a million different people from one day to
This is good. I like the way Yungblood here is giving that raspy thing. He's singing it a bit harder than what Richard Ashcroft sings it. When Richard Ashcroft sings it, it's more psychedelic, it's more echoing and more in the back of the mix. And if you ever seen the video to Bittersweet Symphony, he's walking down the street just bumping into people and winding them up and pissing them off. You know what I mean? It's quite an infectious video to watch. Nice.
They said that I would change, you would change, it could change. Somehow we stay the same.
Facts.
They said that I could change, you could change, it could change. Somehow it stays the same.
Everything stays the same. No, we've never moved on.
It's a bittersweet symphony that's life.
And the whole bit, it's the bittersweet symphony that's life, is the fact that you have to work for your money, the fact that you have to grind every day to make a little bit of money, and the government take it off you. Do you know what I mean? I mean, talking about the working classes in the 90s here, and in this day and age now, nobody's got a chance of doing anything because everything's so freaking expensive now compared to what it was back then. And the rate of inflation does not reflect your wages. So, you know, you're in an even worse position now than you was back then. That's just a fact, man.
Change, I can change, I can change, I can change, but I'm here in my mode.
I'm loving this cover, man.
But I'm a million different people from one day to the next. I can't change my mode. No, 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 no. Have you ever been down?
I've not heard this song for ages. Wow.
They said that I would change, you would change, it could change. Somehow we
But yet nothing
stay the
does.
same.
Fantastic cover, man. What a shout out to Richard Ashcroft and the Verve that was. Yungblood absolutely nailed that as a cover. I mean, I don't need to say any more about the message of the song because I've pretty much told you what it's about in this. And if you didn't know, then you do now. But yeah, that is one of the anthems of the 90s. Well, late, I think it was 1997, I think, or 98. Somewhere around that time when that song came out. And it came out and it was an absolute anthem, man. And Yungblood, he absolutely nailed it. His rock voice suited it really well, to be honest. Now, when it said like the Verve cover and Sparkly Unicorn, Give It Me, I was like, I wonder what song it is. You know what I mean? Because there's a few songs that they've done, a couple of upbeat ones, a couple like you know, depressive sounding ones, sort of thing. I actually thought it might have been Lucky Man because that's one of the most upbeat ones that they do. But no, Bittersweet Symphony is probably the most anthemic one. And yeah, the shout out from Yungblood there to Richard Ashcroft was fantastic. Does he like the Verve? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, what did you guys think of this? Also, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the original video, support the artist. And if you want to subscribe here too, I would appreciate that very much. Anyway, I shall see you all in the next reaction.